5, which is implementing the core task management functionality. All right, so I'm going to paste that in. All right, it's a 50-line prompt, which is a little excessive for a prompt, but again, here we go. All right, so in this case, the bottom line says use HTMX for all form submissions and dynamic updates. Include proper validation, error handling, and success feedback with Bootstrap Toast. Now, there is one thing I want to look at while this is doing its thing. I'm going to come over here back to the page. Now, it's already a pretty good looking page. I'm definitely fairly happy with it. Now, you notice that we have a static scroll bar here. Now, this static scroll bar only really becomes a problem if the application is architected like this. So when I go to the Kanban board, notice it's a separate page. So we have dashboard.php. When we come over here, it's the kanban.php. When we come over here, it's calendar.php. Now, that is notoriously bad for having this kind of shared static sidebar menu in PHP. What we want to do, and let me do an inspect element here, and actually real quick, let me just make sure it is not waiting for anything from me. If you look at the inspect element, and let's move this, oops, I want to put this down at the bottom. All right, so when we're looking at inspect element, we have this ID called page content. The way HTMX works is we can always replace the contents of any of the div tags. So the idea here is that we are going to force the Kanban board inside of this container. And you'll see that when we get to it. But this is one of those cases where what Claude wants to do is not necessarily best practices for the stack that we're using. Let me come back here. All right, so it has created the components. It created the task model. Let me come back up here to my prompt. So we're on prompt 5. Let's see what prompt 6 looks like. Okay, that's the task CRUD operations. Okay. I'm going to go on to the next step. I'm going to paste in this prompt, which is a 51-line prompt. And here we go. All right, so I'm going to go back to the application now and just see where we are. Oh, look, we got some fake demo data. This is very colorful. This is not a bad application. Let's see what happens when we open the Kanban board. Oops, it's not there. Okay. All right, this is actually got a fairly nice look to it. I like it. What needs to be done? All right. It actually did work. There is the task. It might be because it's editing, but there was definitely a piece of JSON or a JSON array that popped up. So, okay, let's see where we are here. Okay, we're updating the documentation. Okay, we did our commit. All right, we 700 lines did get an update to the backend repository. So now let's go look at in the next 57-line prompt. Okay, so we still don't have a task PHP. Right, let's go. We still don't have a Kanban. Let's go look at the repository, see how that's looking. All right, but we are still getting there. Do we have edit functionality? Edit functionality is coming soon. Mark the task as complete. Let's skip that. Let's delete the review team performance. All right, so a lot of this functionality is still definitely not there yet. But as you can see, this is not a bad looking application. This is really what I was hoping for. This is one of the reasons you use something like a Bootstrap. The large language models are good with it. They can definitely do some things. Okay, we have some upcoming deadlines. I'm not actually sure where the deadlines come from. So detailed says. Okay, well, that's not bad. Adding a new task. It's a good look for the pop-up. New task over here. This looks pretty good too. Okay, so I screwed up. Our context left until auto compact is 0%. And so now we're in this situation where it's compacting the conversation. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to let this happen because I don't know how far we got through it. Let's see if the search works. I'm going to put in complete project proposal. So I'm going to put in, okay, search.php does not exist either. Okay, we've done a lot of code and not gotten a lot done at this point. Now we do have a database. Let's see how the database is looking. Okay. No password resets yet. We got one session. We got some tasks. Okay, now we're on to building the dashboard. So I'm reading through the rest of the prompts just to see what we're missing. All right, so the main tasks page is here in prompt 9. Okay, add property loading states with HTMX indicators. Okay, so we are on prompt 8. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this case we are going through the category management system. We're going to implement a category tag system for organizing tasks. Let's come back here and see how our app is doing while this is running. Okay, I got an overall progress indicator. That's kind of nice. Quick add a task. I think we saw that one work already once before. Let's go to view all tasks. Okay, tasks.php is not there. Is that what we're working on now? No, that's going to be a 9, I believe. Yeah. Okay, now I need to update the create and update task API endpoints. Okay, it's got a component. Okay, let's take a look at some of these directories here. So under HTML, we have a directory called components. We have a task add model, a category model, and a quick add model. Okay, so we're adding the category display.